Hi guys, how are you doing today? Today I'm going to teach you how to use the app Snapseed. I've been using this app for I believe 3 years now. Before I used to edit my photos on Photoshop, and it was a lot of work because I had to take pictures and put on the computer to be able to edit on on Photoshop. But after I discovered this app, it saved my life and time. It's amazing. You do everything here you need to do with your pictures to edit them. Okay, and today I'm gonna teach you how to do it. First of all, if you don't have the app, you have to download. It's a Snapseed. It's this one with the green leaf. Sorry, I have. And then when you open, let me do this better. When you open, okay, for the first time, it's going to be like this. And then you can click open here, or you can click here. And then it's going to open your photo album. I already added some. I'm going to go pick a photo. I have so many because I have to edit some to add to my here. Not this one. Here. Let's do this. I'm going to start with any. Let me choose one here. Let me choose this one. This. Okay. Now I have the photo is here, okay, and then you have look, if you wanted to look your photo after you finish. This is the tools. This is the to export the photo after you edit to your photo album, okay. But let's gonna go with the tools, and you have a lot of tools here, but you don't use all of them because some are just for like photo that you take from yourself, your family. But for the product, it's just few tools that you use to edit. The one that I most use, of course, is the tune image. You have to use that one. Sometimes I use white balance. I don't like too much, but when the photo is too yellow, when it's too dark, and I try to adjust the color balance, and I use white balance. Sometimes I use the crop because the photo sometimes is not very in a good angle. Rotate, like this one you're gonna use to rotate. Selective, is a must-have. You're gonna use a lot. Brush and healing. Healing I'll show to you later. We won't need it to use in this photo that I'm going to edit. And this is the most ones that I use. If you want to add text to your photo, you can use as well. Okay, but first, usually when the photo is a little yellow, not when it's the color it's very good, already good, I just go with tone image first. But when it's a little dark, I go with curves. But first of all, let me turn this. I'm gonna rotate. Okay, I think that was the direction that I took this photo. And then I'm going to use curves. Let me just brighten this up. Curves is like, for you to adjust color, but you have to use very lightly. You cannot move too much, anyway. It has to, you have to pick it up your fingers and then move very lightly, you see. And then now I'm gonna accept by clicking here, okay. And then I'm going to click tools again and tone image. And he has a lot of options: brightnings, contrast, saturation, ambience, highlights, shadows, warmth. But I use brightening, and everything has to be lightly. You cannot move, the whole thing. You have to control, okay, to control. You do step by step, little by little. And then I come here to lighten up. a little bit too. Okay, done. After that, I use selective, you know, here the plus. When it's blue, you click on where you want to light up, and if you wanted to do, and then I turn just lightly, like I say, step by step. See the blue things going up and down there? It's just that, because if you do too much, it's going to, the photo is going to be too bright. And he has some options too: structure, saturation, contrast. This is to do more punctual, like if I wanted to do here and then I put it there. Okay, it's not the whole picture, it's just some spot that you want to work. Okay, now I want to click again on the plus sign, and then I'll do it here a little bit, and then I'll put this where I wanted to, and then I accept, and then I'll go back again to selective and do again. It's like I said, it's little by little, okay? Little by little. One more time, I'm gonna put it here. You don't do too much, okay? Now, if you wanted to this to be brighter, wider, you can go to brush. Once you click brush, it's gonna open these options. The one you're gonna use is exposure, and this one has two different settings. One is 0.7, and if you click the arrow, it's gonna you can change for 1.0. When you change it, it's going you're gonna and you touch it here, your photo is gonna be really bright. I don't know if you can see here. Okay, sometimes I just use it. I'm not going to do it this. Okay, go back. Sometimes I just leave 0.7. It depends. And then here, okay, if you wanna, I'm gonna show to you. It's going to, you see, it's lighting up, and then you have to bring the photo closer, and then you can do, you cannot go over here. You see, if you go over here, it's not going to be good. You're gonna change the color. Okay, I cancel. Then that's why you bring it closer, so you can do the edges with care. Okay, like this. You see, it's brightening around. Okay, now I can bring it because I don't have anything here, and then I'm gonna, it's this is what you do if you want to really bright your background here. But if you want, it's always when you're gonna do closer, you need to bring close to the product, you need to bring it closer, the photo, you need to zoom in. Okay, zoom in. Okay, now it's fine. Accept. Now I'm going to go back to tone image, and then if you need some this color. Or other thing that is very important when you do this kind of edit, when you are editing your photos, it's just be careful not to change the color of your bow. You don't want to do that. Okay, you want to be as close as possible to the, you know, to the color of the ribbons. It's, if you change a little bit slightly, it's okay, because you know it depends of the screen, the color can change it anyway, but you want to be as close as possible to the color of the ribbon. Okay, don't change it. Mine it's almost this color. I'm gonna just go to saturation, and I'm going to darken because this is a little darker. Okay, now it's fine to me. I'm going to export, and I'm going to save. You can save, usually I save this first option. If you want to copy, you can save as copy, or this one creates a copy with permanent changes. This one saves the original, the first one saves the original, and the original will remain on your photo album. Just going to save this one that you added. Okay. Okay. Actually, usually I export. No, no, don't say. Yeah, usually I do the last one. Sorry. Yes, it's the last one. Okay, now if I wanted to go, this one I did already. Let me do it again with you. Let me choose something here. Let me choose this one. Okay, this is very yellow as you see it. I'm going to rotate. Okay, it's very yellow, but I can still do it. I go to curve. I'm not going to move because this one I set already. Most of my photos usually has that yellowish, darkness, a little bit. And this one is just save my setting for that, so I don't have to move around and mess it up. You can do that too. Now I'm going to tune image, and I'm going always, I go brightening first, a little bit, like I said, and go to lightening. Okay, first I do this. Each photo you edit differently. Sometimes what I use here, I always use brightening, lightening, and sometimes saturation, but they vary. You have to play around to know how the tool works, and play around with the photos too, because each one requires a different work. Okay, now that I did that, I go to selective and start to do this slow. Okay, don't turn it too much to your right. You always want to turn to your right. Okay, accept, and then if you need more, you come back. Once you get it, it's very fast. It doesn't take too much time. This one, sometimes I go back to the tune image and go, after I do the selective, I go to highlights and put a little bit more highlight. This one I don't need to put, let's go step by step, put a little bit of highlight. And if I need saturation, I put a little bit saturation, because this color is a little bright. It's a pink, bright pink. This one is fine. Okay, not all the photo requires the brush, which is the tool that you use to light the background. This one is fine already. Okay, I don't need that. That's why each photo is different, require different work edition. How to say? I don't know. Different work. Okay, this is done. I'm going to save, export. Yes, this is the one that I use. Other thing that I'm gonna teach you is, if I come here, let me see a photo that has something that I need to remove from it. And I'm going to show to you this. Okay, this one I'm gonna do the same, curves. It's already, when you use curves already, light a little bit the photo, brightening, lighten, highlight. Ambient sometimes I use, and usually I use it for use the direction of your left, not too much to the right. Most of them I use to the left. This blue thing here. Okay, accept. I'm going to cut it, crop. You're gonna crop it. Okay, a little bit. I'm going to crop it. I didn't teach you that. If you wanted to expand, you can expand. But once you expand, it's gonna have this white color here. But look at this. This is just if you wanna need to expand. Oh, first, let's do this. I want to remove this thing from the photo. If your photo has something that needs to be removed, and then you do it by clicking healing. Click healing, and then you remove it. You see? You remove. If you need to remove everything that something that is very close to the eye, to the product to, you know, you bring it closer and then you remove it. You see, you remove it. I'm going to start to just an example, and then but you have to bring it closer, because if you can mess up like this. Oh, you see, then you have to bring very close to remove something that is close. Let me go back here. Okay, this is already removed. I'm going to accept. Now I'm going to work with the selective, and then this one is going to turn white. Little. Again. I'm gonna put it here. Okay. This one I don't have. This is the true color of the bowl. I don't need to put any saturation, contrast, anything. Oh, I'm not going to export, but I wanted to light up here to remove this shadow, okay? Then I click what? I click the brush and choose exposure. Then I'll bring closer because I want to go, oh, this one you'll be able to see better, you see? Be careful, don't touch it here. Don't touch the, because it's going to light that up here. You see? And it's nice, right? Don't need to do anything. I'm going to export. Okay, actually I don't want this part here. I just wanted to show you how the expand work if you need it, but I'm gonna crop it, the one that I expanded. Let me crop this because it's going to look better. See? Export it again. And this is how I edit my photos. I hope I hope this is going to be useful to you. Let me do one more. I have two bowls here, right? I'm going to turn, rotate. I'm going to use the curve. I'm going to use the tone image on brightness. On brightening, highlight. Okay. Now, selective again. I'm going selective. Okay, you see, it looks so nice. It looks really nice. I don't know this screen can show, but here. Now, this bowl is a little darker. I'm going to click selective and I'm going to put on top of it, and I'm going to go contrast, not contrast, saturation, and I'm going to turn to the left, okay, left, like this, but not too much, because this one, you see, too bright. I want this to be a little darker, and I don't want to change this one because this one, the color is right. I just want to change this. And then when you need to do something very punctual, you know, and then you bring the selective to where you want it to work, or brightening, or contrast, or saturation, whatever. Okay, now it's fine. Now if you wanted to add a text to your, you just click text. It's here. I'm gonna put sweet tea just for you to see, handmade. Okay, now it's sweet tea, handmade. I want to change color. It's here. Okay, whatever color you want it. I'm gonna put this one, and here you change the font. Okay, whatever you want it. Okay. Now to accept and export. And this is how I edit my photos. I hope it can help you, because I know a lot of people has difficulties with photos, you know, to edit them. But just keep in mind, when you do it, don't do it too much, do it slow, you know, little by little, and be careful not to change the color of your bow. Okay, hope you like it, guys, and see you next time.